Hey, Joanna, I don't know if my glasses are blurry or if my vision is getting worse. I can barely read, y'all. I still got my apron on. Good gracious. Hey, Joanna. Just me and you, kid. Whew. Hope you had a good day. I had a busy day. Finished up laundry. I had to wash the dog, bathe the dog. He won't get in the bathtub. So I have to do it in the yard, and I get wet as he does. But it got up to like 87 the days, but the water was cold, so he was shaking. He's all right. He's okay. But I got supper prepped and dishes done. So just busy. It was my glasses are blurry. I still got my apron on. Good gracious. Oh, gosh. Oh, oh. Well, at least it didn't fall on the floor. It fell on the chair. What's in this box? I got boxes everywhere. My poor husband, he's always breaking down. Hey, Mike. He's always breaking down boxes. I've always got so many boxes. But I bought a bunch of new packaging boxes and envelopes, tissue paper, all that stuff. I think that's what came in today. I was sweating to death. I'm going to go turn it. I bet my husband says the heater on. Yeah, it's a live video, Mike. Hey, Loretta. I was so surprised with some messages of people like just got their package. Like, I don't know. It seemed like it was yesterday. I guess this ground shipping is not as fast as first class used to be. Let me turn the AC on. It's so hot. I'm gonna switch you from heater or whatever you got going on to it's 78. No wonder I'm so hot. Not to mention, I'm just hot, baby. All righty then. Whew. Oh, I was just telling Loretta I bathed the dog today, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but he's such a big dog. It's a lot of work, and I have to do it in the yard. He will not get in the bathtub. He won't. He won't. He's too big for me to push the issue. When I first got him, I put him in my shower, thinking, I'll put him in there. It's just a little walk-in shower. I had him all soaked up, and he jumps out, and I just got this dog, and he like stands up on the door, and he's taller. He's bigger than me, and I'm like, I don't really know this dog. So I let him go. He goes running around the house soapy. Thank goodness I was using that wind stuff. So it wasn't bubbly soapy. He was just covered because he has a sensitive skin. And he came just covered in rash and all. And I wanted to calm his skin down. So even I was just afraid to even do oatmeal baths. So I knew the wind was just oils and stuff. So I finally got him with just a bunch of wet towels, just wiped him with wet towels and wiped him and wiped him. And yeah, he left the oil slick first time he got in the pool, but now he's older. Well, ever since we redid the deck of the pool and screened it in, he won't get in it. He won't get in the pool. All right, I have just crowded this table so bad, and I gotta be careful pushing this back, but I don't leave myself no room to do nothing. Okay, I got my loop. At my measuring tape, my other eyeballs. I say we start. It's just a handful of us, but that's okay. That's all right with me. Let's I said I was going to do some vintage. I won't kill you with these whoppers first. All right, who are you? It says Avon. What do we got for Avon? Yeah, it does. It does. Well, normally Thursdays are pizza night. Well, I used my pizza night last night. I forget why, what was going on. Oh, I buy like big bunches of meat, and then I break it up and I vac seal it. And then I'll usually mark what it is and the date. So I grabbed out this big bag, and I thought it was chicken breast. Well, once it was thawed, I realized it was thighs. So I went in to start dinner. Realized those are going to take a lot longer to cook. Breasts cook real fast. So I thought, well, that's going to take a long time to cook. And we didn't have an hour to be waiting. So, yeah, that's how we ended up with a pizza night. This thing feels stiff. Why are you stiff? Oh, there you go. Do I have the earrings with this or anything? No. I don't have that much Avon, looks like. I've seen the earrings to this online, but it's a pretty bracelet. I ordered a new bracelet cone, but ever since I put that big cuff on it, it just smashed it, and I added more tape to it. So we're just going to do measure the links. But what was interesting though is Tanya had a cuff on Sunday, and it was the same style, and hers was Native Americans, because I didn't really know what that was at all. So this is faux pearls. It's like a really matte gold tone color. I mean, you can see it. Again, it's real gold. It's kind of, yeah, it's matte. Almost like they're raised. This wasn't mine, but it looks pretty small. It's a fold over clasp, and even I can get it on. So yeah, I'm gonna bet this is probably like 6.5 or 7. That way I know whether or not to trust the measurement, because it's so different when you measure them to put them on the comb. Way different. But this one should be pretty correct, I would think. It says 7-inch. I'm gonna say like 6 3/4, because I'm a 6, and y'all saw it didn't really have any room. I guess because it's so wide and the way it's built like this. So this is Monet. This is it keeps catching up. See how it won't. Oh, there. It's just because it's got links. These like jump ring things. But yeah, it comes free. All right. So on this one, so on the Avon, if anybody's interested in Avon, the earrings are out there. The earrings, I think it's a collar necklace that goes with this. I've seen them. I almost bought them, but I thought, no, don't be buying more vintage. Don't be a psycho. So I'll start them at 3. If anybody likes Avon, it's in perfect condition. I mean, nothing wrong with it. Not a thing. I've never worn it. I got it in some lot. Who knows? Who knows? And now someone do the ones that don't sell. They're going into a lot. Do you guys, are you interested in vintage at all? If not, I'm not going to waste your time or mine showing you vintage. I can start showing sterling. I got tons of sterling. I'll wait and see what your input is. If you want to see the vintage, is this really Avon? And why has it got, oh, that's the name tag. I'm like, why has it got an extra hook? It don't. It's got a name tag. Let me make sure it really is sterling. Yeah, that's what I was telling Misty. I'm like, yeah, my OS or SO. Is this silver? How did it get in there? What is this? It's Avon. It says SO. I bet it's silver plated. This is one little tricky. It's got the heart clasp. So it's going to trick you because it's going to look like the Tiffany. That's a cool one. I've worn, now this one I've worn because it looks real. It does. It looks like the real deal. All right, let me put this back over here and put the beast away. I'm going to hang her up. Look at this Avon. I mean, Monet. Isn't that? It's incredible. No, I've never worn it. It was just kept in the jewelry box. I know, you're getting heavy there, aren't you, girl? I need to change her shirt. She's had on that shirt for a minute. Okay. I like this little vase. I don't know why. It's cute. I use it to scrub the bottom to find out if something's jet or not. Okay, those are pearls. Oh, I meant to send that to Doris because she bought the. Alright. I think I got some newbies here. And some I just didn't get to. This is fat. Fat herringbone. I missed my cone. I do. Let me see if this is anything or anybody special. The clasp is marked 925. Nothing up my sleeve. What's here? Italy, 925. Imagine that. So this is a herringbone bracelet. I got a couple more bracelets over there. My tape is completely twisted. What are you doing? This one is a 7. I got my timer on, so I can go turn my oven on. I'm making yellow rice and chicken and black beans. So it's got to turn the oven and then go another half hour. And then I want to get the weight on this. On a millimeter, this looks like a 3.5 millimeter to me. To me, it does. Yeah. This ain't going to go on the scale because it won't curl. Oh, there it goes. It has a direction. 7.32. My light seems weird to me. Does it seem yellow to you? It seems really yellow to me. It's thick. I don't know. And it doesn't want to, like this way, it don't want to go. It only wants to go one direction. So size 7. And anybody's interested in this one, it's lobster claw. I know this is really stupid cheap for this, but I'm not going to wear it. Just realistically, I'm not going to wear it. It's too big, number one. See, Joanna. Oh, there's only 3 of us here. Good grief. Maybe I should just buy it now. Might be smarter. Might be smarter. Isn't that odd? Because I thought about starting later on Thursdays because I know 5:30 is kind of early for some people, but I don't know. All right, Joanna, honey, I'm gonna call this for you. I don't see nobody else. At least I showed up. I did check earlier to make sure that it was on because I can't see it on my phone until I go live. I did check though to make sure it showed up, that it was scheduled on the TV. It shows up. It don't show up. That's a good buy on this. They go for stupid money. I don't know why. I don't know why. This I love. I used to wear it all the time. I haven't worn it in a long time. Thank you, Joanne. And you were very welcome. This is the softest suede. It's comfortable to wear. I think y'all have seen me wear this at least once. On one of my recorded videos, I know I had it on. Let me unclasp it and get it laying right because I just randomly clasped it. But these are real pearls and they're dyed. And they have the silver bead on them. And it's an LUC. Is this thing on like yellow or something? Because it does have multiple buttons. See, I can't even get to my cord. If it was bad before, it's worse now. It's so bad because I pulled another lot down here. Yeah, it's not on yellow. All right, so it's a LUC. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lost count. Gee, Manetti. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pearls. And they're sizable. They're very sizable. It looks great on. I shouldn't have worn my gold, but we were out. So, yeah, I should probably take my necklaces off. It looks good on, and you got some play on it because you can clasp it here, and then it's got the extender. So let's go with the shortest. I mean, make sure it does go in these holes. Yeah, it does. I'll put on the shortest, and then we'll measure the extender. And of course, it's got the silver findings here. It is signed LUC. His stuff's real popular. But I haven't worn them in a while. I wore them on a recording, so it's been in the last, I have worn it then in the last, like, what, 6 months? I have worn it. I need to get me a measuring tape that the 0 starts at the top and not drop down because it's a pain in the butt. Okay. It's an 18-inch drop. Doesn't look like it, but it is. 18-inch drop. And then the tassel, I'm going to actually where it starts, not the knot. Not the knot. The tassel, the longest one, is 4 inches. So you got 18, and then another another 2 inches, so 18 to 20 inch. This is really pretty. I'm gonna do a buy it now. This one at 20. I paid more than that for it. I love it. It's really pretty on. You wouldn't think so when you're looking at it. It's LUC. That is like butter, and it's clean. It's been kept in the jewelry box. It hasn't been just flouncing around. Hey, Yippee. Yeah, it looks a lot better on. I mean, it does. It just is so pretty. Thanks for coming, sweetie. Yeah, I think when we just have a handful of us, it makes sense just to do buy it now. I think so. A lot of these pieces, though, I haven't done comps on. I was fussing at Missy about, you need to do comps. I did not comp these. I just know this because it was mine. I bought it. Thank you. Good gracious. My brain's not working. Breathing too much garlic. I'm making yellow rice and chicken, Yippee. I bought one of those chopper things, the rectangle one, and it has a different little squares that go in it, and you just pull it down. Because I've got food processors, all kind of stuff like that, but it tends to want to get real kind of liquidy and mushy. I love that chopper thing. I can go through some onions and peppers. This looks like a little mix. Oh, this is some nice stuff. This one I did look at. This one I did. I don't remember the dude's name, but I found him like that. I think it's Norwegian or Danish. Yeah, it's got a symbol that's like a scale, like scales of justice, that kind of thing. And this D-A-925, yeah, Norway sterling. And then it's got like a very stylized W into a circle. I don't remember the guy's name, but I thought this was interesting because everyone I saw online was blue, like a brilliant blue or a brilliant green. And this was blue-green. And there's your back. Let me show you these markings. Make sure you're right side up. Let me open the pen so you can see it. Now, it does have a C class, but it's not antique. He just, it's his hand done. So, obviously, It's I don't know if it's backwards to you or what, but there's your markings. So it's D-A, it's Norway. So no, it's not, I mean, it's vintage, but they're not antique, even though it does have the C clasp. You'll see that a lot with your artisan jewelry. I should look up this cat's name. I'm sure any of you that are Googling are going to know what it is. Hey, Kirsten, did you see my screenshot? That is a religious relic, and I can't determine the date, but it's crazy money for these things. They come out of Russia. I couldn't believe it. Hey, Doris. So I'm going to find out who this dude is because it'll pull right up. It's Norway, Sterling. Hey, Francis. And come on, close. D. I just want to know the name. D-A. If I could spell Norway. I'm just going to put Leaf because it should find him. What's his name? David Anderson. Oops, got it there. Leave the alarm on. David Anderson. Again, I've seen the dark blue one, kind of like the blue that was kind of like a turquoise dark blue. And I've seen the bright green ones. And this is like a teal color. So on the David Anderson, I'm showing one person. Oh, it's 11. On the David Anderson piece. See, I don't know. I think I should do a start bid on this one only because it depends on how you feel about Norway jewelry. But the stamp is back here. Kirsten, it's D-A. And then I think it said sterling. No, it's the scales like that. Then D-A 925 in a circle. And it says Norway sterling. And then a stylized W in a circle. So on this one, I'll start at 25, which is low. But again, I love Norway stuff. I love anything that's artisan, really, honestly. It has the C class, but it's not antique. That's just because how he made the piece. It is beautiful. It's a nice, collector's piece. I mean, it's a pretty brooch. You could wear it on a chain with an adapter, but you're not going to wear it on a chain without an adapter, that's for sure. I see Doris at 25. Yes, a nice piece, Doris. Oh, I found something I want to put in your bag. It doesn't have the Swarovski hanger, but it looks just like the necklace that you got. So I thought I had a bag for you. The rest of your stuff shipped. All right. Well, you're about to have a bag, so it's very pretty. Doris, when you look this up, the David Anderson, you'll notice there's dark blue, there's blue ones, and really, really green ones. I didn't see any of the teal ones, so that's kind of a good thing, I guess. I think I would have known David Anderson. I think I have one of his rings. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to put that bracelet in here because it might scratch the enamel, so I'll put it in its own little bag. Make sure nobody else is bidding. Okay, I'm going to call this sold to Doris. Thank you, sweetheart. It's a nice piece. I'm going to put this in a separate little bag and put it in there. Or wrap it or do something so it doesn't scratch that enamel. So I'm sticking that bracelet in there since you have the gold one on there. You're very welcome. Okay. Digging in the box. This is stuff that I had cleaned and forgot about last week. Let me go through what I got here. These are so pretty. And there's a chain tangled in them. Guys, I spent so much time untangling chains. I actually commented on it to the auction house. They had sent me feedback, which I thought was odd to begin with. And I told them, I have bought so many lots. I have never, ever gotten a lot that was just so horrible tangled. Just horribly tangled. I don't remember if this has a maker or not. I did not bag and tag this stuff. I forgot about it. It was in this box, cleaned, and it was stuff that I wasn't going to put in the soup because a lot of them, after I cleaned them with the silver cleaner. Oh, this is Jordan Mom. I know, isn't that a weird name? Jordan, Jordan, Mom, MOM. Jordan Mom. And it's got these a pair of earrings. And they're these kind of hoops. It clicks in there. And look how pretty. It would be nicer if I showed you the sparkly side. Aren't those gorgeous? There's no indication on here of any gold content. I'm assuming these are just vermeil. These are just in time for Valentine's Day. So that's your back. So the back is, you could wear them either way because your back is like this. And not really back. One side is like this and one side is like that. So you could wear them two different ways, which I thought was pretty cool. They look like 3/4 inch hoops to me. Aren't these precious? Jordan Mom, Jordan. These, I'm assuming, are CZs. Oh, wait, I got 1, 2, 3 missing. I couldn't tell. Okay, there's 3 missing on the bling bling side. Right there. Let me check these hearts, make sure they're okay. Okay, the heart's okay. So we got one side that's missing the 3 on the one earring. Let me check this other earring. These are pretty standard round rhinestones. There's none missing on this one. These are pretty standard round rhinestones, and they're pave set, so or bezel set, whatever. So if you do that kind of thing, you could replace those because they're not unusual. Well, since we got rhinestones missing, let's go ahead and start the bid on these. I'll just do 10 because of this missing 3 rhinestones on the bling bling side. Right there. I still think you probably wouldn't notice. I like that you can wear them 2 different ways. I think they're really cool. They look like 3/4 inch. Let's see. I need to find my other measuring tape. And the right side of the tape is always good too. They're actually 1 inch. They are sweet. Actually, I'm wearing gold. I'm wearing the jade and gold. This one is jade too, but it has the gold over that way, or you can wear it with just the jade showing in the back. I wonder if I can get these through my ears. At least I know they're clean. Guys, after seeing that jewelry and the next lot the next auction, because I did get another one. There. I actually was able to get them in. I don't even know what side I'm on. What side am I on? So they're matching. I'm on the smooth side. So since I'm wearing gold, it's my husband's fault. He bought me the wedding band, and then I've got this from Susie that's gold and sterling, and then this one is in vintage 10 karat. So I've got some gold, but I'll start picking up some more. Thank you. Yeah, I like the necklaces. I have a few. I have a few. See, my ears are just so fat. It's hard to get earrings on my ears. It really is. These work good though. Did I get the smooth side like I was trying to? Yeah, I did. Yay, I did it. All right, so we're going to pass on that. I'm sorry if I'm slow. I'm so tired, guys. I am exhausted, tired. I was up early, normal housework, and then I bathed the dog, and that's a huge job because then all the drying, finishing up laundry. I wanted to test this stone. Oh, it's just a CZ. This is a keepsake ring. That's the brand. My light is really stinky. It's a rose with a rhinestone. I just had here it is. Partly could be my vision. I don't know if it's because I'm that tired or what's going on. Why my, everything seems a little blurry to me. It could be. It's just exhaustion. Maybe if I'm still. Okay, so it's a rose. Over here has a K. And I thought, oh man, it's a monogram. No, it's keepsake. It has a stone. This one is not that clean. I did it with the Shine Bright pad, but that top part, the rose part, just really, I was going to have to dunk it. I would have had to get some type of liquid cleaner, but inside it says keepsakes. I didn't look it up. Again, this box I hit with the bright pads, and I didn't want to put them in the soapy water because I knew this one needed something inside here. I needed to get out some type of wet. So it says keepsake SS. I doubt it would say anything else because that pretty much says it all, doesn't it? Let me see what size this is. I know I'm going so slow. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm moving backwards. It's a 7.5. Oops, I have a ring on that finger. Yep. Okay, so 7.5. Anybody wants that? I'm just going to buy it now because there's not that many of us in here. On the keepsake ring, anybody wants that? I'll do a buy it now on this one of 15. I'm hoping you could see it a little better. It could be my eyeballs, that's for darn sure. It could be. But I feel like it's dark. Oh, this is the black light. Remember I shined that black light on those earrings? I'm like, wow, they're really blue. Yeah, doofus. I don't know if that's going to help. There's a stone and then a K over here. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, you start at 7. I'm gonna stop at 7 so I can put the rice in the oven. I might go to 7:30 depending if there's people here, but I'm not gonna stay on too long. So good luck. I hope you sell out again. Last week was amazing. You cleared the table and was getting more stuff from Michael. I was like, yay. So see, even though I'm not in the chat, I'm watching. If anything's left I want, I just email you. This is really terrible. Unless it's my eyes. Guys, is it as blurry to you as it is to me? Bye, sweetie. Thanks for coming by. It was really sweet of you. All right, we're going to pass on this one and put these over here so I see what I'm doing. This is a heartbreaking situation, this one here. Let me find it. This was in the lot itself. I intentionally did not clean this. This is Mexico. This is vintage, like very vintage. Probably like 1940s vintage. It just says Mexico silver, but it is sterling. And this is green turquoise. And look how amazing is that. Maybe my hand's not helping. He is incredible. It is a brooch. I did not clean it intentionally because pieces like this, you kind of want to leave that tarnish on. Some people never tarnish, never clean it. I know that's what Jason Adams was saying about not cleaning it. I'm like, well, it was so disgusting. I'm looking for my. Don't fall. Please don't fall. I had my, yeah, that thing. My torque. I don't even see it now. It's buried. Poor thing. So anyway, this is amazing. Here's the sad part. They had in this particular auction, there was a bag of scrap. I found a bunch of good necklaces and really great earrings that will make really good pendants. This was in there. It's the earring, and it's a screw back. So sad. But I wanted to include it, and whoever got this, I was going to go ahead and include this because you do something with it. I don't know. I know personally I would do something with this. Probably put an adapter, probably wear this on a torque or as a necklace and use this maybe as the brooch, or just do one earring. And so on this one, I am going to do a starting bid on this one. That's a really nice old green turquoise. Do you know turquoise turns darker and greener the older it is? It sure does. Let me give you a measurement on this thing. I don't think weight is of any import on a piece like this. This is just a cool old piece. It's right at 2 inches by 1.5 inches. It's got decent weight, probably like 10 grams, I'm going to say. Not that it really matters, but it's decent size. Decent size. Yeah, it's 9.48 grams. So on this one, this is a pretty awesome piece. I'm going to start this really at a credible price. I will send you this one with it. I mean, I'd hate to think of someone doing it, but just harvesting that stone, that's a nice piece of turquoise. I would have considered it if it was the right color for a bracelet I have that needs it. So I will send the earring if you want to do something with it. I was so sad it only had one. So I saw the one, I thought, oh boy, maybe the other one. And I had gotten another auction lot. Like I did the Saturday night with them. We just did the rings. And I got the other lot, I want to say like a couple days later. So I checked that scrap bag thinking maybe it would be in there. Hey, Tam. I see Tammy at 27, Doris at 30. My eyes are screwed up, guys. Everything's all blurry. Maybe I should switch out my glasses. Maybe it's my glasses. I didn't bring my purse. See Tammy at 32. It is really cool. I liked it. I was tempted to keep it. But I thought, you've got so much. I get so much. It's kind of silly for me to hang on to stuff. So I'm basically, this is stuff, this box was sitting there. It was stuff I had cleaned, but didn't want to put in the soapy water. So I just found it, like, I have a whole box of stuff we didn't even look at. And I found a couple more rings too. So I see Tammy at 37. I know I should be holding this up, but my arms are so wiped out from washing that dog. Come here, Bigfoot. Show them how pretty you are. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. They can't see you. They can't see how shiny and pretty you are. Look how shiny. Ooh, you've been licking. Your hair is sticking up crazy. I've got to brush him tonight. Get all this crazy hair off of him and trim him up. Look at this. He's been chewing and licking. Watch your toes. Watch your toes. All right. After that, where's that apron I had on? Make sure I don't put dog hair on the stuff. All right, so Doris is at 40. Guys, I'm so bad. I'm like blind. I know you want petted, but you got too much hair coming out. I don't want hair in the jewelry. Come on, back up. I know Daddy fed you. Don't try to play me. All right, and make sure I put this in there with it for you. Thanks, Doris, honey. That's a nice one. That's very vintage. Very vintage. Why the point of putting a tarnish bag in there? I didn't leave your tarnished bags in the bags because they're really more, they're meant for like boxes and storing. I didn't put price. I'm sorry I'm moving backwards tonight. I'm going so doggone slow. I'm just tired. Just tired. Thank you for your bids, Tammy. I really appreciate it, honey. Wouldn't it be cool to find that earring somewhere? Now, I did see, I'm not just saying this, a lot of people say, oh, it's in style, it's in fashion, but I did see that they were doing that. They've tried to bring it, they tried to bring it last year to make wearing two different earrings in fashion. It didn't really take. They're trying it again. We'll see. I'm going to drink some coffee and hopefully, like, wake the hell up. I should start you a big bag. Why did I leave this here? Oh, I love these. I have one I got from Gina that's like the lion head and his mouth. And they're like, you know how the mouth holds the bar? So I don't need another one. It's one of those slide bracelets. And they're so easy to wear. And this one's loaded with CZs. It's really pretty. Yes, it's sterling. I did test it because, yeah, I was marked somewhere. But I didn't care. I have to test everything anyway. It doesn't matter. So anyway, they're just so easy to wear. So I always just catch a hold of them here and get it started. And then boom. So easy to wear. And it's so delicate and just really pretty. Really, really pretty. I like it. It's easy to wear. And the slide on this is really like butter. Works really great. Size-wise, I mean, let's get real. Yeah, I'm going to say whatever size you need, probably up to an 8. Let's open it. It's going to look stupid open all the way anyway, but oh, hell yeah. It's going to be however big you want it to be. So pretty. I didn't see any rhinestones missing because I did look at this one because I thought about keeping it. And I thought, well, you already have one. And it's a little different. I know. I'll quit chattering about it. I will do a buy it now on this one. Oh, sorry. It's just, it looks so pretty on. I like the way because it'll sit right there, which always looks nice. It stays together. I just think it's really, really pretty. I'll do a buy it now on this one. I'll just do 15. Actually, you know what? I would do it less. I would go ahead and do this at 12 because what I'm doing is figuring take half of like what I'm going to list it for. Reduce whatever I offer it to you will be 50% of what I was going to list it for. There. Why am I so blurry? I'm wondering if it's at my eyes. Okay, Yippie's got it at 12. It's so pretty. Hope it's for you and that you enjoy wearing it because it's really, really pretty. I have a giant bag, but we're going with it. Come here, chair. We can show my Kelly's house coat, my house coat, my apron. All kind of stuff over there. All kind of stuff. So I think that's the way to do it. Is, you know, and if it doesn't sell, fine, I'll list it. I've been really lazy about listing. I've just been busy. And because I'm a psycho, I bought, hey, Tanya, because I'm a psycho, I bought another auction that they shipped today. But I figure, you know, keep stuff coming in steady because there really isn't much in Tampa. There just isn't. The thrifts suck. The antique strips are so overpriced. This is so tiny. I'm making sure the cross moves freely. This is very delicate. I doubt this is signed, but we will look and see. See, none of these didn't get bagged and tagged. These got the first clean, but they didn't get any additional soaking. Yeah, just the 925. It's very small. honestly, I would probably, if this doesn't sell, I would take this off and just make it into a charm because I've got a bunch of really tiny charms, so I need to make a tiny charm bracelet. I mean, it's super small. It's all rhinestones, but it's little. It's little. It's probably, I don't even know if it's going to be half an inch. I mean, it's the little one. It's 3/4 of an inch. That's surprising. The chain, right now, it looks like a 16-inch with a 3-inch extender. I may double check. I'm not making that up. I could be. Okay. Nope, this is 3-inch extender. This is, it's gonna be a nice like Easter gift for anyone, but particularly someone young. The young girls do like the really, really, really dainty, delicate, small pendants. I'm just gonna do a buy it now on this one at $10. Anybody wants it? It is pretty. Have I got the rhinestone side showing? Nope. Turn it around. I'm so disappointed about these, but at least the one side is good. Am I wearing these backwards? I thought I checked and they felt fine. Okay, Joanna. Gotcha, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. I will probably tie a ribbon on that because them skinny ones are the ones that want to tangle in the bag. So if you see random ribbon in your bag, that's what it is. It was funny because I was talking, online, and I mentioned something about I was using bread ties to tie the necklaces so they didn't twist up. And Kirsten being just lovely and creative, she's like, yeah, she uses ribbon. I'm like, well, that's such a nicer thing to use. So I bought a bunch of rolls of pretty ribbon. So thank you, Kirsten. You upped my game. I think didn't I put these up last week? They're like the diamond. No, I thought Kirsten bought these. Do I have another pair? The ones I know I shipped her stuff. Oh, these aren't diamond cut. These are just straight silver. And they're the ones that the wire pulls out. So you pull it out. I dropped one. And then you put it in by putting it, if you're not blind, put it back inside the hole. These are pretty big. These are like 2-inch hoops. They're hollow, so they're very light. Very light indeed. Let's see. I've got them stacked and they were jogged. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I looking at? They're just under 2 inches, like 1 and whatever, 7/8. Yeah, they say the bigger the hoop, the bigger the shoes. Decent size. They're light as a feather though. So if anybody wants these, again, I just do 10 on them. They're hollow, sterling. They're light, but they're nice and big. Doop doop. I got worried. I'm like, Kirsten bought those hoops, not these. She bought some that have the diamond cut on the silver. These don't. These do not. I'm going to pass on those. Did I ever find this other one? No, I'll run across it when I run across it. You need a chain. This is such a pretty ring. I didn't overclean it. I purposely left the tarnish, so we don't get confused here. I purposely left the tarnish in the background and just cleaned the dolphins themselves so they would stand out. So they would stand out. So it's just the whole thing. It's a nice fat band. And the whole thing is dolphins. It's really cool. I think this was a Mexico piece. Let me double check. Very buttery inside. I see the 925 stamp and nothing else. Not a thing. This is a nice one. It's a good size too. It's sitting at a 10. The 10 is the bottom of the ring actually going to a 10.5. But because it's so wide, I'm telling you, it snugs up on you. So the top is at the 10 and the bottom is at the 10.5. So 10, 10.25 because, yeah, I'd say 10, 10.25 because when they're wide like that, they do snug up. So, yeah, 10.25. You might be able to get it on your 10. I mean, 10, 10.25 is definitely, it's 9.58 grams. And on this one, I'll do a starting bid on this one. I really like that little ring. Am I upside down? I don't think it matters. Yeah, it kind of does. Are they all going the same way? Yes, they are. That's a cool ring. Actually, I say 9 people. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do it, buy it now on that one. I'll do 25. I think that's a good price on this one because it's got some weight. You can clean that background if you want to. I left it tarnished because I liked the contrast. I think it's a cool ring. Very buttery inside. Really nice. Turned out real nice. Can't really model it because it's just so big. It's too big. But you can see it's pretty wide. Pretty wide. I'm going to drink some coffee. Okay, Yippee, I see you. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm speeding up a little bit. Oops. And then I dropped the paper. I'm not bending over there. Not happening. Not happening today. Thank you, ma'am. Clumsy as hell, aren't I? You guys saw these. I got these from Dina. It's just so heavy. I can't wear it. She's cool. This is a beast. This one, it's really hard to see because she's so shiny, but it's kind of modernist looking. The gold wash on her heart, in person, I can see it, but it's so shiny, it's kind of lost. You know, you can't, it's so shiny, it kind of gets lost, but when you're in person, you can see the gold wash on the heart, but it's like a stylized angel. I call it an angel. I think it's an angel. But it's big and it's heavy and not a sign on it. Nothing. Nothing. I couldn't even really figure out if this was cast. It would almost have to be wax from the feeling of it. It's got an older clasp. I really can't guess the age of this though. I mean, I don't know. That clasp is not like a 30s, 40s clasp, but these clasps were used for such a long time. The way it's soldered in, the way the pin is set, the barrel on the end, I don't know. It's definitely vintage. She's heavy. So you would have to put this. I didn't check. I can't find my freaking torque. It's buried. I do mean buried. I don't understand how it can be that buried, honestly, because if it fell, it should have fell right here because I had it hanging up on the one of the light rings that was not in use. But I don't know how she would do on her torque. You can always put one of those adapters on her. Yeah, it's 24.51 grams. She's a beast. I always say that about things. Does that sound bad? A beast? But I think you guys know what I mean. It just means it's big and heavy. Hey, Bigfoot, what's the matter? Why are you whining? I know Daddy fed you already. It's a little over 2.5 inches one way, and then her wingspan Her wingspan. What, baby? Her wingspan is 2 inches. She's so cool. She's so cool. I really like it. I'll do a bite on her. I'm just gonna do, I want to sell stuff, so I'll do 30, which is super cheap. It's like 24 grams, wasn't it? It's not really vintage, definitely hand done. She's big. She's really big. Looking at this the way it is, though, I bet this would sit on a torque fine. I bet it would. I've got a torque, but it's gold tone, and there's one here somewhere. Somewhere. Do I have an open cuff? I could just like slide it on to see what happens. Of course you do. I'm curious. Oh, it's too fat. Baby, I'm not letting you out that door. I had the alarm on. I'm just curious. She'd be like in flight. Oh, that would work. She'd be in flight on a torque. That's kind of cool. So it does work. It does work. I like her. I like her a lot. Baby, you do this almost every time I do an auction. You whine. You've had a bath. You've been fed. Let me double check that Mike did feed the dog. Oh my, don't let me rub your feet. Come on, boo. Hey, baby, did you feed the dog? Yep. You little stinker. Because he's back over here whining at me. He does it almost every auction. He's a crazy dog. All right, we're going to pass on the Angel. The Angel. This is a nice, I just sold that Byzantine chain last week. And here's another one. And where's my hook? Hooky, hooky, hoo. I'm so blind. Oh, here it is. I'm holding it in my hand. It's tight. The hook is really tight. I think a little too tight. But they are tight when you first get them. So this obviously wasn't worn much. I'll leave it up to you to open it a little bit if you want to. But this is nice. And it is linked. So see how it's, there's sections. It looks Balinesian. There's no maker, but you can tell that by the caps. I think the same caps of that necklace. This one's fatter though. This is like easily 5 millimeters. I think the chain was 3.5. So this is a nice piece. Let me see what the length is on it first. Turn on my scale. Or whatever it is, he has resolved his issues himself. Okay. And I'm on the wrong side. Again. Okay, so there's my 0. I'm going to go just inside the hook and to here. 7.5 inches on this. And it curls up, so even though it's got the links, it's still malleable. 24.91 grams. That's nice. Very nice. And on this one, I will do a starting bid on this one because I don't know who might want this or who might not. I'm going to start at the starting bid it. Make sure I'm typing correctly for 35, which is cheap as hell for this thing. Really cheap. I think this has a little bit of age to it too. I do. That hook is tight. I'll leave that up to you if you want to open it. I remember my necklace. I see Joanna in at 35. Sorry. Mine was that way too. It was obviously works easier now because I wore that thing forever. I sold one like that to Gina ages ago. She was going to sell it back to me. It's disappeared. It's so funny. She's like, I feel so bad. I'm like, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's okay. No big deal. My number changed, but I don't see anybody knows the name. I need to slam this coffee. I need it seriously bad. Yeah, there's no maker, but I can tell by the caps that it's Polynesian. It's a chunker. I don't see any other interest. So I start calling this for Joanna. That's a good buy. $35 for this is a really good buy. But again, I figured I'm just going to go with like at 50% of what I was going to list at because it's less of a hassle and why not? I'm always happy if I can just, make back what I paid for a lot and make some profit, but I'm not looking to retire on it. But it is nice. It is a nice little supplement. I make more doing this than I make from my stupid Social Security disability, which I didn't want for that reason, because I brought home more in a week at my job than I do in a month. Actually, I brought home like 3 times as much a week as I get per month. So I really fought it. I didn't want it. I argued with the doctors that they wouldn't do the surgery. They wouldn't do anything. So, all right. Since this is actually my torque replacement. Let's keep that around. These are interesting because they're all the same maker, so I'm assuming it's meant to be used together. And they are Vermeil. And I don't think I found a maker, or I did. I think I did because I was looking to see if these had any way in the world to put a maker's mark because they're like twisted. So I think it must have had something, and I was looking to see. Yeah. Oh, this is the one I had to use. Oh, it says 925 and then a weird symbol. It's like a heart on its side with a circle inside half of the heart. That's what I'm making. Yeah, it says. So it's 3 little Vermeil bangles. They're cute. They definitely go together. They go together. I know they do. The color's dead on. Dead on. They did them in almost like a coppery. And this one has like stamp work on it. So cute. Cute little set. So this has the stamping. These are like twisted. They're cute. I can get my hand in there. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, it depends on the size of your hands, because you can have a tiny wrist and have big hands. Like Dina wears, different sizes because her hands are big for such a dainty, tiny person. But her hands are big, but her wrists and stuff aren't big, and her neck's not big. It's just her hands. So yeah, I'm a 6, and these are fine. I mean, that would bug me, so I don't keep them because I do like the color. But hey, Tori. I don't have my cone of shame, but I know by measuring across the sizes. The one is a tiny bit, so it's coming in at like 2.5. So yeah, that's gonna be a size 7. They're not perfectly round, but you can play with them. They're not horrible, but they're not, no big deal. So honestly, I say wrist size says 7. I'd say 6.5 based on my arm. I mean, I can see why they say 7, why it's measuring to fit 7. So 6.5, 7 depends again on the size of your hand. So I'm just gonna do these. All three. I'll just do 12. $4 a bracelet. I like the color. I like the middle one the best with the etching. I like that one the best. But they're a nice little group. Kind of cute. So anybody wants these for 12, let me know. This is so pretty. All right. Turned you on, bad boy, because just for this piece. And where are you? All right. I want to see if this is topaz. I think it is. I don't remember if I saw a maker or not. But I'm hoping it is topaz. And it is. It actually goes up a little higher, but I don't care. It's a topaz. I was looking at the stone. It goes way up into sapphire, but then it calms down. It's topaz. Let's see if this little dinky stone at the bottom is a different color. It actually is. It's kind of dark. Let's see if I can hit this without beeping everybody. Come on, be nice. It's also topaz. Okay. Let me get a chain for this. Chain, 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 chain. I got about 1,000,000 of them. I don't think I want a herringbone. You are pretty smooth looking, so we have herringbone. Maybe a snake chain. I have a blackened chain. Let's see how that looks. I might be a little overwhelmed by that pendant. It's so big. I might be going with a bigger. Oh, this is that freaking 30-inch herringbone. This thing is so long. What are you? Would you please not tangle? Please don't tangle. Please don't tangle. This is a box chain. I'm going to go with the herringbone because of the shininess of this. Let's see how far that stone goes down. Oh, it does go all the way down. The point goes all the way to the bottom of the setting. I'm looking to see if anybody claimed it. These are the ones, again, I just cleaned the tarnish. They never made it to the stage of being like secondary wash and identifying and bagging. Nobody claimed it, but it's a sizable topaz. I'm not going to guess the carats. Probably at least close to 2. This went down the crack of my table. Don't you dare do that. I'm going to try to pull my table open a little bit. Sorry I'm taking so long, but I didn't want to just sell the pendant by itself. Be nice and put it on a chain for you. I think this chain suits the shininess of this. So I put that on an 18-inch, I think. Yes, 18-inch chain. That's a sizable piece too, isn't it? Nice setting. That's a very big bail. Like easy going, any torque. Easy, easy. Measure back. As that secondary stone is here, it's also another topaz. It's very pretty. Isn't that really pretty? You can see the clarity. Obviously, it's lab created. There's not a flaw in it. But it's got pretty color. And yeah, it's got... Hey, Lori. So, on this one, I think that's really nice. So, 10 for that. So, if anybody wants this, I'll do it by it now on this one. Oops, here we are. It's nice and big, isn't it? I'll do a starting bid because it's a nice piece. Somebody might want it. So I'm going to do a starting bid on this one. Oh, that's tough because it's a really big piece. How big is that damn thing? A half inch, a little more by an inch. It's prong set. No maker. Good weight. I'll do a starting bid on this one of 30. I think that's real fair. As you're getting the herringbone chain, if that's what you call it. Not really. It's kind of like just lines. It's like half a herringbone. I don't know what you'd call it. I'm terrible. I even looked up a chart to try to learn like what the chains types were. I was terrible at it. Just terrible at it. Where am I at? There I am. That's a pretty necklace. Really pretty. Really nice veil. That stone goes all the way to the back of the setting. So that's a pretty piece. It's got some nice weight on it too. I see Tori at 30. You want to wait on it, sweetie? Chain don't weigh nothing. It's basically the pendant. It's a chunk. So, whoa, don't fall off. Oh, well, the chain's not on there. It's 9.6 something. I don't know what you call that. That's just slants on that chain. I don't know what you call that. No idea what you call that kind of chain. The charts didn't stick. There's certain ones I know, but most of them I don't. There's so many. I wanted the ones that have like the little, like the sterling ones, like the normally it's like the old Mexico. I don't think I've seen Native American with it. Usually they have stones instead of silver beads ever so often, but they're sterling and ever not. I don't think it's just a station necklace. I don't see any other interest. I'm gonna call this for Lori. Is it Tori or Lori? It's Tori. Sorry. Doo-doo-doo. So I'm gonna call this sold to Tori. Thanks for being here, and thank you very much. That's really pretty. I bet that would be gorgeous on a torque. I'm not going to try to destroy that table to find that torque either. No. All right. This one, I'm always tempted to wait. I have this giant, big, giant ring coming. The auction is coming. It's huge. I thought you might save this. I think this is real marcasite. Most of the marcasite you see is not real marcasite. It's just not. This is old. I think this is real marcasite. The back of this piece, yeah, this was cast. I'm not sure how. It's got an interesting texture inside of here. It's articulated on the sides. And when you look at this with your loop and you see it's beadwork, but then it's got marcasites, and they look more black the way they should. They have the correct, like, they almost look like they're sterling themselves. When you get an angle on them, they don't have that gray, shiny. I think these are real marcasites. This piece has got some age. I mean, it's not antique or nothing, but it's definitely artisan. There's no maker's mark that I could find. Was this the one I thought was? See, even the bail is oxidized, and the beadwork, and then the marcasite. It's got good size, good weight. It's just got the 925 stamp. But I want you to see this texture inside this back. I'm not sure if they had trouble getting it out of the cast. Why is that intentional? It's very interesting though, right? It's a big piece. You got the open work here. That's me to go turn my oven on. I wish I could show you this marcasite better. Let me see. Hang on a second. Stop. I wish you could see what I mean. I think you can. You can see the difference in that marcasite. It's an interesting piece. It's kind of like a boat, the shape of it. This is a nice piece. I like this piece. I could stick on a chain or not. Let me know if you want it. I'll grab you a chain. It's 10.69 grams. I'm going to include the bale on this measurement. And I'm on the wrong side of the tape again. Duh. Okay, it's 2 inches. And the width on this is an inch. So it's 2 by 1. I really like this piece. It's another one that's just going to be killer on a torque. Look good on a chain too. And this is like about the size of most average torques. And I think this is going to be good. Yeah, you're going to be like that. Is it me or is it Memorex? It's the way I put it on. There we go. There. Now we're free. Now we're free flowing. I just really dig this. I could include a chain if you want. This would be the kind of piece I would actually use that 30-inch chain on. I'm like, most people wear these alone or with a substantial pendant. I think something like this would warrant it. I do. But the cost of these are a little bit prohibitive to add them together, so I'll do it next. I just can't tell you how much I really do like this piece. I was looking for another piece of marcasite. I could show you the difference. Ooh, that is a pretty ring. Let me see. Certainly I got something marcasite. Watch me not, since I want something. Oh, these are cool. I have enough with those that are almost identical to that. Of course, there's no marcasite in here. I think I sold all the marcasite. My girl. I love this piece. I'm going to do a starting bid on this one. If I could get in the squares. Sorry I'm taking so long, guys. On this one. I'm going to be low. I said I was going to go 50% of what I would list at. I'm going to go turn my oven on. Because I make my yellow rice and chicken in the oven. It just cooks really easy in the oven. It does. It's a breezy, easy thing to do. I like it. I like it a lot. I do. So let's hook this little booger here, because I realized when I had to watch my replay, because I forgot to put a name in a bag, so I had to watch myself, which is extremely annoying. Damn it. Now it fell low. I'm going to go turn my oven on. So it's easy, Joanne, and I just like it. Plus, I use basmati rice, so I don't have to worry about it sticking at all. So that's the start of 25 on that. That is a great piece. That is a really cool piece. I really like that. I'm not just saying that to sell it. I love that piece. All right, baby. I'm preheating. I'm preheating the oven. I'm going so slow. It's like I'm moving backwards. I feel bad for the people that are in the chat because I'm like, I don't know. I guess I was tired. It was a really extremely busy day. But it's okay, Bigfoot. I'm not complaining. I'm glad you're all clean. You know, you licked yourself into this crazy, like, punk rock hairdo on your back end. He looks like a maniac. His hair's like out brushing. Okay. Do I have any interest on this? I don't see a thing. Hey, Linda. Well, I'm wearing gold, but It's a 30-inch herringbone. I bet this is going to look really, it's the kind of thing you'd put this on. There's not a lot of stuff I want to wear that long, but this is something I would wear that long for sure. Absolutely, I would. And if I could see, I'd clasp this. I would wear this long for sure. Yeah, that deserves it. That piece can handle it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. How do you do? I finally put my testing acids inside the freaking box like a person with a with a brain. Okay. So what else is in the box? This is just something if someone wants it for pure collection. I had another spoon. Has nothing to do with this spoon, but it's a spoon. I don't know why I have it, but I do. So I just lay you down over here. I buried it in the stuff that I want to send Gina. I thought I put that spoon. I did. One has nothing to do with the other, but this is definitely vintage because I've had this stupid thing for probably 20 years. Just one of those things, and it just keeps getting moved around the house. It's not sterling. It's old. It's just a collector's thing. This is the sterling one, and this one is Mexico, and it's the Aztec calendar. It's not the Mayan calendar. It's the Aztec because he's got his tongue out. That's Aztec, and it's got the dude's head at the top, and going down the body here, it spells out Mexico. So it's a tourist piece. The Mexico here. I think there's markings on it. It says Mexico, and then V as it says M as in Mary, V as in Victor, -25, then 925 Mexico. Sorry, let me start that over. It's K as in kite, V as in Victor, C as in crazy. That could be an R and not a K. So it's either RVC or KVC-MV.25, then 925 Mexico. Then it's got the stamp in it that is kind of like, I don't know, this direction it looks like an S. The other way it looks like an LT. I don't know. You're not going to be able to see it. All right, so this one is not sterling. It's old. I'm not going to weigh it, even though it's heavy as heck. It's just a collector's piece, highly decorated. I've had this for at least like freaking 15, 20 years. It just keeps getting moved around my house. Yeah, pieces like that. I have a rose like that. It's just like stainless steel. It's a rose, just lays on its side. It's on the dresser. It's on my, the reticulated tray. It just moves around. This guy too, but yeah, I'm done with him. I don't think it says anything. It's from the UK. I have no idea, no remembrance of how I got it. But it's Isle of Man. So this is a collector's spoon from the Isle of Man. It's floral here. And the back is also very decorated. So I'm putting these together just because why not? I'm never going to have spoons again. I don't do spoons. So even the back is nicely done. So this little booger and this. So if anyone's interested, and it's not a pin or anything, it's just a collector's thing. Oh, yeah. So anyway, you got Isle of Man, and those are legs. Isn't that wackadoodle? They're legs. Isle of Man. It's in England. Well, it's off England. Anyway, anybody's interested in these, the two together, if you want it, A baby spoon. It's 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 carved. It's very carved. I don't think you'd want that texture in your mouth. It's stamped. It's got quite the texture going on. A lot of texture going on. So anyway, both pieces. I'm just going to do a bite now for both of them. This is old. I'm not sure how old, but it's hella old. I haven't looked these up. I don't know. Yeah, no, that might be kind of weird. I have no idea what these go for. Not a clue. I don't know. For both of them, 25? I don't know. I haven't. Again, these were pieces. I did the tarnish, not this. This has been around forever. This is not sterling. This is who knows what. It's old as dirt, I'll tell you that. This one, I just wiped off a little bit so I could read what it said because it was dirty. But I didn't take it down. I just took it enough to read it, and that was it. So for the two of them together. Or you can take one if you want. I don't know. I normally pull comps on my stuff. I haven't done these at all. I have no clue. Just don't weigh anything. I want to get rid of them. Anybody want these for, figure this one, the Alaman's just like, hey, take him. I'll do 15. Pretty much for this one. This is just like, here, have a really interesting looking, I don't know, could be very collectible. I have no idea about Isle of Man. I don't know. I looked at it years ago. It just says I.O.M, Isle of Man. And those are legs. And they have red knees for whatever reason. Their knees are red. I don't know why their knees are red. I guess they have on knee pads. I don't know. I'll research it. It doesn't sell. I'll research it just to see. Maybe these are worth something. I don't know. I don't have no idea. Not a clue. So I don't see any interest. I know I brought something really strange, but what the hell? It was over here. I knew that other spoon was over there. I'm like, hey, I ran across that Isle of Man spoon again. I moved him out of my bedroom. Yeah, you could. Yeah, drill a hole on his head top, make him a pendant. This one. This is such a neat old piece. I really debated about selling it, but it was in my jewelry box. I'm like, I haven't worn it. I did bring it to sell back before I had to take a break. That's a pretty stone. I don't think I remember this being a gemstone. It's old. Oh, it's going above glass and then settling way back down, but you're going to stay up. I'm just going to say crystal, CZ, quartz, whatever. It's got good sparkle. It is prong set, nicely faceted, older cut. I just love the flowers in her hair, the expression on her face, the leaves on her back. She's just a really cool piece. This is Art Nouveau revival inspired. This looks like it's probably it's pretty old clasp. It's very vintage, and I can't really guess on an age because I'd say it's before the 50. I'd say it's before 1950. I'll leave it at that. She's incredible. She's gazing. These are big flowers in her hair. That's like a leaf. Says screams Art Nouveau, but it's not antique. It is not Art Nouveau. It is Art Nouveau inspired. I love her face. And she's gazing into that stone. Beautiful piece. It's a really beautiful piece. Oh, I'm gonna. What am I doing? I'm so tired. You can see it's got that older clasp. And it's pretty typical for an artisan piece. I adore this. I can't remember. I think I had to use an adapter to wear her. I mostly wore her on a hat, but I think I did wear her either on a chain with an adapter, or I don't think I had her on a torque. I think I had her on a chain. I think so. I'm just going to see how she hangs without any assistance. I couldn't find my adapters. I have two. One that, you put it on the stick pin and either the barrel goes up, or you put on the stick pin and the barrel goes this way. So you can put brooches on it. Put it on a brooch and wear it on a necklace or torque. Yeah, so you have to have an adapter to wear this. It doesn't work. So I love her. She's so beautiful. All right, on this one, I am going to do a starting bid. I adore this piece. I just haven't worn it. I have been wearing hats, though. I wore hats twice this week, so maybe, huh? I dig her. I'm going to start her stupid low at 25. She's beautiful. I just love this thing. I love antiques, and she's not antique, but man, they did a really great job. I mean, look at their arm, the musculature, her face, just the wire work. Reminds me of a couple different artists, but no one claimed it, which is typical. Hey, Tammy, thank you, honey. If anything, it probably just says sterling, which would be so typical. That's all they ever do. Like that big wall ring, the wall. I get so many watchers on that ring. I haven't had any offers. Watchers. I sent them some offers. I'm not letting that go. I'm not. That big brutalist piece. That ring. That's an amazing ring. I thought about trying to communicate with the studio that has them listed online, but honestly, mine looks kind of chunkier and bigger and older than theirs. But I don't know how long they've been in business. I guess I should go down that route. See if I can't attribute it to them, considering they're wanting $1,800 for theirs. I'm like, it'd be kind of nice if I could get them to let me attribute it to them. Maybe. Not that I'd get 18. The auction I'm bidding on now has an Elsa Peretti. Yeah, let's get the floating heart pendant. But that one's like still 5 days out. I try to stagger the auctions so that, thank you, Tammy, honey. You're going to love her. You'll fall in love with her and be like, ah. But yeah, you can get the brooch adapters. I may have to order another. I had two. I had a silver tone and a gold tone. Can't find them. I found I have the oval ring that you take like long beaded necklaces and take the two ends and make them doubled. But that's it. Okay, my oven beeped. Let me go stick my rice in. Oops, Tammy, I forgot to put your name on this. I don't want to write on the bag. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't. I wrote it. I'm just losing my mind. That was a good price on that thing. I paid more than that for it, but it doesn't matter. This is cool. This is so cool. And I thought there was something wrong with this stone when I first cleaned it up, but it's the matrix in it. And it's spiny oyster, malachite, bumblebee, jasper, turquoise, coral, and I'm going to say it's either sugarlight or charoite. I think it's sugarlight. It is a pendant, and it's actually got 2 jump rings on it, I think. So somebody had this on something. Oh, no, it's just like a decorative element. What is that? Oh, it is. It's like looks like a spur that goes on the back of a cowboy boot, or a flower with a hell of a lot of petals. I don't know why this is on the bail, but it is. This has a really interesting, just the stamping they did and the way they, It's almost like instead of hammering it, they had a really small ball peen hammer and made these little round indentions. Yeah, definitely they stamped it. I can put this on a chain if you want. This is crazy piece. There is not anything on it. There is not Mexico. There's no initials. There's nothing. Not even 925. And yes, of course I tested it, but it was so dirty. I had to clean it. It was black. But that is really pretty inlay. I'm not going to try to guess the origin. I'd be guessing. Do you see the little indentations around here? Not the dots around the heart, but over here. They're like little ping, like in here. They're little ping marks. And you can see that they did it from that front, not from the back. Obviously, the star of the show is the inlay on that heart. Isn't that gorgeous? And this one is, I'm gonna say like almost 2 inches. Let's see. It is 1 3/4 by, I think it's gonna be wider than it is long by the way it looks. Yeah, the same. 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. I know, isn't that pretty? I don't know. I'm not gonna guess the origin. I mean, the heart, the inlay work looks Native American, but the rest of it, not so much. But that is turquoise. That's just in the stone. That's not a boo-boo. It's not dirt. It's nothing like that. It's literally in the stone. Really pretty. So I'm going to go put my rice on. And I'm going to start this one low as well. And I'll put this on a chain if you want. I should have thought ahead and had this on a chain so I could hang it up while I go put my rice in. Do we want blackened? No, we don't. What are you? Snake chain. Your work. A little long for me, but that's okay. Not everybody likes short chains. I'm a short chain person. Except for this one I have on now. This one I think is real marcasite. That's working for me. I like this one. It deserves to be on this long chain. It can carry it. It can handle it, baby. Am I missing a... I am. I'm missing the, which one is my... No, I'm not going to try to find it. Okay, chains. We could swipe you, maybe. We'll have to do you next. You're blackened. You're not going to work. What are you, Mr. Magoo? No, you're Delph. You're not going to work. Let me get this bangle out of the way. Uh-oh, we're tangled. Not tangled, just one inside the other. Imagine that. Come on, get out of there. Get out. I don't know if that Delph chain might be marked the Delph because it came on the chain. I didn't add the chain to that. We can take this off. I don't see anybody. Hey, Beck. Yeah, baby, it's sterling. It was black. I had to clean it. I would have left a little tarnish if I could, but I had to clean it up. I mean, it was just too black. Now, I don't know if this little heart, or not heart, flower looking thing has anything to do with the maker. That might be a clue. It's like a flower with like way too many petals or a spur kind of thing. I'll see if it'll show up. I just want to stick this on a chain so I can go put my rice in and set my timer. My hands are shaking so bad. Okay. So it's on a box chain, I think. Is what you call this thing? Yeah, it's sterling. It's thin as hell, but it's sterling. I shouldn't say thin as hell. I'm just used to big, giant, bulky pieces. Let's face it. I always have chunky stuff. My personal stuff is always big. Yeah, it's like 9.15 grams. So that one. And I'm going to go put my rice in. Did I put a bid on this? Okay, Becky's in for 25. Thank you, sweetheart. So, Becky, you're building yourself a Native American slash, let me see if my height is right, slash just vintage Mexico. It's an addiction, honey. I have a jewelry box full to prove it. It's an addiction. I need you to stay up, sweet girl. I need you to stay up so they can bask in your beauty. Appreciate you for the stones, if nothing else, and the age, the craftsmanship. There we go. Make sure Bigfoot's not behind me. Wow. All right, babe, I'm putting the rice in. Actually, because that burner was still a little bit warm, it cooked quite a bit. The rice is crispy, though. The rice is crispy. I didn't really have to stir it much to get the onions and peppers distributed. All right, she's going in. I'm just going to do 20 minutes on her because she's already cooked quite a bit. Pardon?
It won't be all runny.
Speak up, what?
It won't be runny. You always have to wait because it's too soon.
No, I didn't say it cooked quite a bit sitting on top of the stove because the burner was real warm.
That's good.
Alright, the beans I'm just putting on medium. Okay. Alright. Supper's on. Yay. Becky, it's crazy. You do just get like a taste for it. I still have these on, which is kind of a good sign. I forgot about them, so I'm gonna leave the chain on there too. I've got more chains upstairs. I finally got so frustrated with that big knot, and I complained when I gave them feedback. I complained. I'm like, I've never gotten a lot that was so tangled, and I've bought tons of them, so I'll know. I took a screenshot of the seller information. I'm like, yeah, it's a great deal, sure. But it was so bad that in the end, I started cutting. I kept the ones that were, signed, better quality, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, did you get that for 25, baby? Yep. Yeah, I started cutting. I didn't have a choice. It was just that bad. And what was crazy, it was so much good stuff in the scrap, and I got the chains in the scrap were not as much of a knot as the stuff that was in the lot. You know what? I started showing this and never finished showing it. Not this past Saturday, the Saturday before. This is on that stiff chain, and it's got like the gold wash. One of the squares, like this square has like a gold wash. It's definitely artisan. It's hand hammered. That's just the squares on the back where they pounded them in, it looks like. Cool work. No markings. And yes, it's sterling. Unless I say otherwise, it's sterling. All this stuff is sterling. We had an early vote, Becky. I started showing some vintage. And I'm like, look, if you guys don't want to see vintage, I'm not going to waste your or my time. Let me double check myself. This has good weight. I can't really weigh this. I'm not trying to break out that postal scale. We'll just weigh what I can fit on here. It's heavy. That's pretty much just a pendant. Yeah, it's 11.28 grams. And I measured this much because I can't fit anything else. This is nice. So let's see what we got. It's a lobster claw clasp. There's no markings on this thing whatsoever. I think you guys know me well enough to know I do test myself. Well, I had the yellow fingernails to show y'all. Yeah, I was testing a hell of a lot of jewelry. This is nice, huh? So that's its shortest is here. So I'm going to say it probably goes from 16 to, we'll find out in a minute. But it is that thick. It's just a thick wire, but it is, again, just those, I don't know what you call these things. I have no freaking idea what they call these chains. They are textured. Where am I at? Okay. I think I'm showing you the cast the back. This is the front. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm just going to do a drop because that's how it's going to fit. So regardless of how long this is, stretch it out, it's going to fit in this circle. This is going to be your drop regardless. So we are at, can't read it. So actually I'm at 6.5, so it's 13 inches true color, but it's got a long extender. And it does, even the very end, if you wanted to, has a good, nice, if it'll stand up, has a nice round. So you could take it to the very end if you need to. I don't think you need to, but you can. So it's got a like 3.25 inch extender. So 13 to like 16.25. So it's going to be a choker and or collar necklace. It's kind of a chunk. I would say hand hammered. All right, so I'm going to start bid on this one. And yeah, this is a nice one. I like the weight. I like this. If nothing else, could I change this out? No, this is built onto it. You'd have to, yeah, this is on this chain, literally. I mean, look how small that hole is. This is on this chain. They made this piece together, so it stays on here. This is nice. I like this one. I like them all. Sterling. It's sterling. It's artisan. It's right up my alley. I shouldn't have wore gold necklaces, but it's what I wore out. So that's what we got. So what I got. So let's see. Let me go to the very shortest. All right. So if I can get this in, there's our shortest is here. So it's not bad. That's the shortest. And let me get a hold of the end. Ow. Come on, hoop-a-doop. There we go. And there it is. And it's longest. So that's good. So yep, these two pieces are married. They are married. They made it on the piece, which is fine. It's cool. You won't lose the chain. You won't lose the pendant because it won't come off the piece. So you can't lose it. You can't lose it. I thought I had some rings. I found some rings. Is this that ring I bought new? It was like ginormous if it is. I don't think this looks like it. No, it's not. This is a 9.5. The one I had was like an 11 or something crazy. This is a 9.5. This is pretty. What is this? Chrome dioxide or what is this? Oh, it's packed. So it's got clear stones at the top. Then a whole bunch, 3, 6, 9 in the center. And then another. So there's a row of 6, and then a square of 9, then a row of 6, then your main stone. All right. I think this is glass. I see bubbles. Or I'm seeing reflections, and I have a dirty loop. Oh, the back looks very nicely finished. The gallery is really pretty. Let's see if this is marked. Looks like it should be. Looks like a jewelry store piece, or maybe a jewelry channel piece. Something. It's something. Nothing so far. I don't see a single solitary mark. And this ring is not ringing a bell. I'm going to have to test it, guys, just to be sure. I mean, it looks like sterling, but I don't remember cleaning this piece. I don't remember seeing this piece. So I have to be sure. I don't want to sell you something and say it's Sterling, if it's not, no, Nanette. I'm not doing that. I remember something fell earlier. Oh well. Oh, here it is. I don't even have my little bucket of wipes. I'll take one out of the package. All right, so no mark at all, like nothing at all. It's really shiny. I'm gonna give it a really good rub. Let's see what happened where I rubbed. Definitely got some kind of coating on it, because you can see. I mean, it's not like flattened out like it'll happen with fake stuff, but I could see like a little bit of material. So let's see what you say. What you say? All right. Well, it's sterling. That's a good thing. Where are we? Okay. So, all right. It's sterling. Now, it's kind of an interesting looking stone, because I think I see bubbles, and then other parts of it look like a gemstone. But I really thought I saw bubbles. No, you didn't see bubbles. All right. So here's what Jason's talking about. It is giving me emerald. It's sitting right dead in the center. Right dead, sitting in the middle of the word emerald. Okay. That's a beautiful ring. See if I can test these little ones without beeping to death. Yeah. Hey, dude. Stop. Nope. Not happening. I think it's got the white stones all around the main stone as well. It does. This thing is loaded. I need to be able to get in there and test these stones. Apologize for the delay, but I want to. I'm not even touching you and you're still beeping. What the actual heck? Christ's sakes. It was going up, and then I'm not getting emerald off of those. So I stayed on there long enough. It should have moved up. It is. It's going, and coming back down. I'm going to say they are the same color, and it did make it up there to it. Till I'm never going to get these white ones. I really want to. It helps if I look and see what they're shaped like and where they sit. So knowing there's 6 gives me an idea of where to try to land, because I clearly am not going to see it with my naked eye. Damn you. I know it's annoying. Sorry, guys. I know it's annoying. It's not doing anything. Whoa, there it goes. Right dead in the middle of the jadeite. And what else is up there? What's jadeite? I can't read this from you. My eyes are really bad tonight. I gotta go. Oh, spinel. Okay. Obviously it's lab created, but it's emerald and spinel. It's a freaking gorgeous ring. Why don't I remember this ring? Why don't I remember this ring? I don't remember it at all. It's 9. Yeah, it doesn't. When I fidget, it'll go to 9.5. It drops. If I just drop it, it hits 9 a quarter. If I fidget it, it goes to 9.5. But if I just drop it, it's at 9 a quarter. But a little fidgeting goes to 9.5. This is gorgeous. So it was worth aggravating y'all testing it, because I knew it was something. And now the green's not. Oh, there you go. It's loaded. So In here, it's got a row of 6, and then 9 here, and then 6 here. This is haloed, and again, the same thing, 6, and then 9, and then 6. Wow, this is freaking gorgeous. I'm sure they're lab created. Hey, Dina. Do you ever find stuff you don't even remember? It was in the box with stuff I cleaned, but I didn't want to put in the soup, but didn't want to put in soapy water. Like this whole box I forgot about, and then this little tray. And I have no remembrance of this ring. I hope this is the camera being blurry and my vision hasn't gone that bad. Maybe I get something in my eyes. I have been crazy working all day. I'm going to flip this around away from the numbers. This is gorgeous. I mean, sure, it's lab created, but wow. So it's emeralds and spinel, white spinel. Whoops. No, that's not working. What did you do, Mel? And it's 9 1/4, 9 1/2. If you just drop it, it starts at 9 1/4. I can fidget it to 9 1/2. That is gorgeous. I have no idea. I wish you guys could see it better. It's so pretty. It's going to be way too big on my finger to hold it properly. So there's 9 of the emeralds in here, and there's a 6 and 6. And then this is haloed with the spinel, and this is the same. Really pretty. I don't know. I'm going to do a starting bid on this one. Okay, if I was going to put this online, I would probably put it at 80. So I will do that for you guys half. I put 40, right? Starting bid, 40. I said it twice. So nice, I said it twice. I've got to potty and stir my beans. I smush some beans. Your black beans. It helps to, because I buy the organic canned. And it helps to like take the back of your spoon and you mash some of them because that makes your soup. So first I do bacon and garlic and green bell pepper. And then of course you put the raw chopped onions on top, which reminds me, I put my onions in the freezer. They're probably fine. Anyway, let me go stir. It is, and 40 is a damn steal. It's got to be. I'll pull comps on that bad boy. Let's see. Whoa, we are really boiling. I'm mashing beans, baby, mashing beans. Smashing the beans. That's me. Dog, don't freak out and start barking.
What?
I was telling Bigfoot, don't start barking, because I was pounding the spoon, getting the, on the edge of the pan, as I stirred the beans. I smashed them and stirred them. I'm going to let them go at a pretty good clip, because I want them to reduce a little bit.
Is it ready?
That's a gorgeous mama. Okay, I don't see anybody. I'll let y'all know. I won't. I'll forget. I will forget. Finally sold the damn watches today, and that butterfly pin, and the CZ little bangle bracelet. Speaking of bangle bracelets, this is fat chunker. Now, I don't know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a signet, like you could have this carved. Either way, does it like it's signed. Let's see what the sheet says. TM-15925. And then it says, well, what did say Mexico? You can tell that's what it did say. Let's see if anybody gave me anything else. Nope. It's a chunky little cuff. See what I mean? So I think obviously you could have it engraved, but it's got the same thing. So maybe, I don't know, you could do whatever you want, right? It's a little bit shiny, don't you think? But there's that. There's your mark. You see it over there. So I don't know. And yes, I cleaned it. Okay. That's 14.4 grams. I don't know where my cone of shame is. It's all screwed up anyway. So we know like 2.5 is a 7. This looks like it might be a little bigger. Not really. It's a little over 2.5. Tiny bit. If I move it certain angle, it makes like 2 3/4. So I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be 7.5. But it is malleable, so you can squish it or stretch it. So on this one, if anybody wants this thing, it's a nice cuff. It's got some decent weight. It's not bad. I like it. I don't know. I think I probably would have it engraved. Maybe. Kind of makes me think it, because it's up to the user, right? I do want to sell these. I have so many cuffs. So anybody wants it for 15, let me know. I'm running out of time, so yep. For whom the bells toll, that would be me. These are the coolest darn earrings here. And anybody wanted that one? Nobody wants it for 15. This one is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is a octagon. It's an octagonal sterling bracelet, and it says 925 Mexico 925, and to the left of that, what that says, it says TS-116. This one is not nearly as substantial as that one, so I'm just gonna do this one by it now. It's bigger. I see you, Tammy, for that one. I'll just do 10 on this one. This is bigger. Oh yeah, that baby's an 8. Easy. Let me go take that out of the oven. Oh, excuse me, babe.
Boiling.
Don't forget to grab that camera lid. Take it. No. Half on, half off. That's why I wanted you to let me do it. Just leave it. Put the potholes over there. Make me so nervous. Just appreciate your help. But get away. Get away.
Do I have to wait or can I make some?
You need to leave it alone.
Why?
Because it's rice. You don't just take it out and eat it. Oh, it's a little soupy. I only put it for 20 minutes. Yeah. I told you this. I put it in for 20. Well, you didn't give me an opportunity to check it. You take it out of the oven. Now the lid's off. You don't take the lid off the rice. It's going back in. I mean, I appreciate your help with babe. Why? You never help. Don't start. He never helps me cook. I'm like, what are you doing? It's too soupy. I only put it for 20 minutes because it kind of sort of cooked a little bit. Okay, thank you, Tammy. No one wants a skinny mini number. Big old size 8. So, what did I do this at? 10 or 15? 15. Okay. Yeah, because it kind of sort of cooked a little bit sitting on top of the stove, waiting to be put in the oven because the burner was still warm, obviously. Because I had pre-done the chicken and the veggies and all that stuff. So, Thank you, Tam. All right, what is this? I have this other earring. I need to find it. Are you it? Yay! I'm so happy. These are vintage and they are screwbacks. They're a little wonky. Not anymore. I'm opening them so I can see what's in here. I think they said sterling on the thingamajiggers. Yep. This part says sterling. This stone. Oh, cool. This green and has all these red dots. What is that? Dark green with red little dots, and they're not regular. They're like little clusters of them. Anybody know what green stone with red dots are? Really cool. I wonder if you're going to be able to see the red dots. I didn't see them until I looked at them in the loop. There's like little tiny red dots in it. It's a dark green. There you go. What's up with that? What is the red dots? Let me see. Dark green stone with red dots. I need pictures. Very good. Image, please. Oh, I found it. Heliotrope mineral. So you'll know what it looks like. It's like that. That's exactly what it looks like, with those random little red dots like that. Heliotrope mineral. Oh, it's Wikipedia pulled it up. No, I'm not giving you money. It says the aggregate heliotrope, ancient Greek helios for the sun, also known as bloodstone. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for talking to us common folks. Probably Mexico then, right? Cool. So screwback, sterling, bloodstone. Those are cute. I'll do it, buy it now on these. Anybody want some? I really need to sell this stuff, so I'm gonna do $10. I wish you could see the red dots. So cool. They're so pretty. Bloodstone. Yeah, that setting. I'm gonna say Mexico. That's a nice size cabochon too. Those are pretty. Oh, you can't see the doggone red. All I see is bright green. Ah, doggone it. Dab nabbit. Maybe with the flashlight. Not the black light, please. We already did that once. That was not fun. Says should never take the flashlight out, and I didn't put it back. Was I a bad kid? What the hell did I do with it? Anyway, bloodstone. At least I know what they are. I'm opening them up to see. I didn't really check for any markings. Nada. But you can tell by the setting, the beading around it. And it is prong set. Looks identical to the pictures. All right, we're going to pass on that one. I have no idea anything. Check these out. Well, I'll throw them on the floor. These are, I'm going to just say, I guess they're like modernist. They are a pair. Yeah, they definitely are a pair. No doubt. The hook's the same. There's no way they're not a pair. They were together. They're different. They're different shapes. And one is a little bit shorter than the other. But they're a pair. They were together. I think that's cool. So they're pretty neat. Nobody claimed them, so they're obviously artisan. I didn't get all the tarnish off, sorry. These are so cool. So I guess, modernist. Yeah, they still got a little bit, but sometimes you think, oh, that'd come right off. No, those bits that get left, Dina knows. It's like, it doesn't look that bad, but man, it's like you rub and rub and rub. It's like, yeah, these are artisan because they're not like, yeah, you can see how this was done. Yeah, kind of cool. See, there's a little bit of a waver, just the tiniest bit. It's not bad. I see it because, yeah, I'm staring it down. These are so cool. Don't pass bid. Who, where? Doris, you want the, which one was it, honey? Okay, the bloodstone earrings. Yeah, I threw a really cheap price on those, so how can it go in this box? And they fell down in the corner. That's what I was saying. Let me find the other one because they got separated before because they worked their way down for some reason to the bottom of the box. Anybody on a money clip? This giant. Oh, those are pretty. Doris, darling. I left one over here. Yeah, don't do so much the day of an auction. Doris, it was the bloodstone that you wanted, sweetheart? Yeah, okay, cool. I think they're neat. I mean, I don't know anything about bloodstone, and I learned something. I had no idea. My dark green stone with red dots. It pulled it right up. I had no clue. I used to wear screwbacks, but they're kind of, I have to pull them open before I can even put them on. I like these. These other ones are really neat. I think these are cool. I think they're really cool. I think these are neat. And they are a pair. The beadwork, the shape, the size of them, identical. They are identical. It's a pair. I like them. I like them a lot. I like them. I like them to sell quickly before my dinner's done. Do I take these off and put these on so you guys can see? I think they're cool. I think they're really cool, especially at 15. I think they're cool. I think they do well. I think they're pretty neat. Pretty cool. It was just the oven preheating, honey. It was soupy. I only put them in for 20 minutes, remember?
Yeah.
Well, because I knew they had cooked a little bit, but the rice was really hard. But no, they need to cook. You're not going to starve to death. Grab an apple or something. Get some beans. It's shine on me. I think that is groovy. So it's biting out 15. They are too cool for school. I like them. I like them. I like them a lot. Here's another spoon. This one's really cool. Definitely vintage, but not ancient, not antique. Oh yeah, it's old. Yeah. Another one's probably 50s. I left a patina on this one because I just did the top of the horse's face to give him some shine. I got you, Doris. You knew, like, get them out of your ears. Well, I was falling in love with them. I would have kept them. I really would have. I've been like, okay, these are cool. They're quirky enough to be mine, right? Quirky enough to be mine. These are cool. You really don't notice the length difference when they're on either, because they looked like quite a difference when I was holding them up, but on, it's like, no, they look fine. They were groovy. All right, this is vintage. I only did like the top of his face just to bring out the features. It's a little tiny spoon. It's a brooch. I don't know, 1950-ish or sooner. I don't know, something like that. Vintage, yes. Oh, what am I doing? It's a horse's head. It's cool. I don't remember any marks on this, but I forgot the whole box, so why would I? I forgot about that whole box. And I've been actually working out of this little box that was even more forgotten than this box. Let me see if this dude says anything. If anything, probably just sterling. Let me feel the pen. You can run your finger on the pen and find out if there's a mark on it with your nail. Do that with earring, with post also. It says sterling. Yep, typical. Just sterling. I'm gonna do it right now on this one at $10 for the horse. Little spoon. Vintage brooch. I think he's cool. I think he's cool. That one's 10. I'm gonna move quick so we can get through some stuff. Try to find some things. This is super nice. This one I was gonna list, and it is a made in Italy. I think it's Gianni Beretti or Benetti. What is? I know this and I can't remember. Gianni who? Bernini. Gianni Bernini. Still has the tags. No, I didn't scan the code. I didn't see any price. It just says special sterling. They're 24 karat gold plating sterling. It's a small Cuban link chain, which are some people, for some reason, people go gaga for these Cuban links. I don't know. It's crazy. It's got your sterling class, and yeah, it is signed here too. And this one is, I'm pretty sure it was 20 inches. I did look this one up. It's like stupid prices for the name. I get it. I guess some, whatever. Actually, it's 22 inch on the Bernini. I was going to list this for, I may pass on the horsey. And I was also at 80, so I will do a starting bid on this one at 40. So yeah. Gianni Bernini. Made in Italy. It's here. Don't remember how he marks it. Yeah, it says RL. I forget what the RL stands for. 925 Italy. Yeah, both sides got the RL. Yeah, but yeah, these go for pretty good money actually, especially the ones with the tags. So Gianni Bernini. Something about the Cuban link. I guess too, the gold plating is supposed to be really good with these. I don't think 22 goes over the head, or does it? No. Hi. I'm gonna go put a flapper dress on in a minute. I'm gonna set that aside. What's in this box? This I bought from Tanya ages and ages ago. This is sterling garnet. Did I write anything else? This looks like I took notes on it. 16-inch drop, 3-inch extender, sterling facet, and it's red quartz. I couldn't get it to test as garnet, which makes no sense. It's 45.74 grams. If it's quartz, isn't garnet right there with that? Yeah, I think these are garnet. I think I put quartz because, yeah, it's barely moving, which that's where garnet is. It's not going up to glass. It's just moving a tiny little bit. I think they're garnet. I bought them as garnet. It's a lobster claw clasp, 16-inch drop, 3-inch extender, and all this. I did test the sterling. Yeah, Tanya didn't know the origin either, but this reticulation I think this probably, oh, that beadwork is applied and you can see the barrel underneath that. It is dirty, guys. It's not knotted in between. It's on that coated string stuff. It looks like it's like a coating around it. Okay, we're passing on the Bernini. This is nice. I think they're garnet. I bought them as garnet. It's barely moving, which is fine for garnet. I don't remember what I paid Tanya for these damn things. I never did wear them. And I like red. Why didn't I wear these? I don't really know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should see the glow on these things. Yeah. These are really pretty. Alright. Either quartz or garnet. I think they're garnet, but I can't get... See, garnet's kind of weird, though. It doesn't go up very far, and these are doing that. They're barely moving. They're not going to glass or past glass. They're just barely moving. All right, I'm going to quit wondering. So, sterling, the age, not too much because it's got lobster claw. Artisan piece. Really got nice cut, nice sparkle. I don't know. I don't remember what I paid her for these. I don't freaking remember. They're dirty. I'll tell you right now, you're going to need something to get down in there to get that out. Down inside where it's open work, inside there's like this barrel, solid piece. It's like that was taken away, maybe. You know what I mean? Like there was a solid piece and they either added a coating or top over it or they took away. It's dirty as hell in there. All right, I have no idea what I paid for this thing. I'm gonna do a starting bid on this one. I'm probably eating dirt here. I don't remember. I'd have to go digging back through dozens and dozens. I used to buy so much stuff from Tanya. It was insane. I bought a lot of stuff. A lot of great stuff. That is beautiful. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I probably need to wash these really good because that'll affect your testing too, is washing it. I'm going to go on the shortest at a 16. Yeah, it looks good, a 16. So that's at 35. Let's see what's in this box. What I totally forgot about sitting there and I saw the box and thought, oh yeah, I don't want to screw with that. I thought I had some more rings. Oops, something just hit the floor. Something else just hit the floor. Pen. I would have swore I had some more rings. Are you a ring? No, you're a necklace. Oh, these are cool. These are clip backs. Come here, you. This is a ring. I think I showed that. You're a ring. I didn't show that. Anybody else hanging out? Everybody loves rings. Another one of these freaking bracelets. Can you believe it? Had so many of those things. All right. What's in here? What's in here? Don't get tangled. Really pissed me off. Bunch of necklaces. These earrings are cool. These are cooler. Oh, I love this piece. Okay. No, I'll have to go. I smell my rice. I think it's finally there. Smells right. Smells right to me. All right, I'll do these last few pieces, and then I'll be back Saturday. Oh, God, that's gorgeous. Control yourself, Mel. Just get through these last ones. Here's another ring. Some earrings. Some little pieces. I can do rapid fire by it now. Here's another ring. I think that's my diamond. Okay. These are cool. All right, let's do these real quick. Wait, what are you? Did I do this? I might have. I don't think so, though, because this stuff wasn't, I don't think this stuff was shown. I'm not going to do that. All right, we're passing on this. I don't think you guys are big fans of Varsano like I am. These are David Varsano. These are vintage. David Varsano is an Israeli artist. They're electroform, sterling silver. They are signed David Varsano. It's not just a stamp. These are oldies, oldies, oldies. This is very early work. And these are 24 karat gold plated. So it's two-toned. And he's known for his geometrics and stuff like that. These are super cool earrings. These are nice. They're better than nice. These are 3D. You see them listed. The gold, just the work. Yeah, very kind of a modernist feel to these too. They have great presence. These are great earrings. I wore these a lot. I just haven't worn them in a while. Honestly, I pulled them out because I was going to list them because they were selling they were selling really. I saw these earrings sold a really good price. I'm like, you know what? I don't wear mine that often. I'll sell them. These are super cool earrings. So we passed on that last one. I'm going to do a starting bid on these of 45. That's low. That is my half of what I would start these. I'm probably actually going to start them probably over 100 so I can entertain offers. And this is on leather, sterling findings. This is just street art. And it is a girl, a nude on the moon. And there's a street art piece. I see Sharon at 45. Anybody else? That's a steal for these. That is a steal for these earrings. I have, I think, 3 other pairs of Varsanos. I've got the big ones, the runway ones. And then I've got, I just drew a complete blank. Oh, the big roses. And I have the pendant. I have the earrings and the pendant and the roses. I see Sharon at 45 on these. That's a steal. An absolute steal. I don't see any other interest. I almost didn't bring these, so you're lucky I did, because I really wasn't sure. I thought, well, you know. But I did say I was going to do 50% of what I would list them at, so actually that's a little bit lower. I think the ones I sold were the same exact earrings. I think they were. So if you're a reseller, yeah. These are good ones. I just have so much to list. I'm like, yeah. These are cute. We're going to knock out some buy them nows quick, fast and dirty. I'm not even going to be looking at the backs of these. I know they're sterling. I don't remember makers and stuff. This is inlaid mother of pearl. These are about 1.5 inch drop. They're little mother of pearl inlaid. Some will call the other ones sold. We're going to do these little mother of pearl inlaid earrings. We're doing 10 on these. They're very nicely made. Very pretty earrings. And then we also have this girl here. I forgot to give you a price on her. No one claimed her. There's no mark on this whatsoever. I think that just says sterling or stir. It has some kind of stamp you can't make out. Maybe N, maybe not. I don't know. NI, maybe NX. I can't tell. KGX maybe. I don't know. Can't make it out, but it does say 95. There's texturing on the back. Nobody wants these little earrings for 10. They're nicely made. They're not thin. They're nice little chunky chunkers. Chunky chunkers. Get out of the way. Thank you. Get on the scale, not on the numbers. Yeah, 6.64 grams. Anybody want to come back later, let me know. That's fine. On her, she's on leather sterling findings. I can't read those 3 letters. Looks like one might be a K, an X maybe. Naked lady sitting on the moon with her head down. Nice pendant. This one is just shy of 2 3/4, just between 2.5 and 2 3/4, just on the pendant itself. So you could take this off. I think you'd have to cut this to do it. I didn't try it. We're gonna do a buy it now of her. Cheap, $25. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I was gonna keep her and thought, no, you're not gonna wear her. Don't keep her. Let somebody have her. She's too cool. All right, Tammy, that's yours. Thank you, sweetie. We're not screwing with this. What is this? A twist bracelet? Yeah, we're not messing with that. Nope. That's a cool one, isn't it? She's a cool one. Get in the bag. Come on, girl. Quit stabbing the bag and be nice. Be nice. Be nice. All right, we have a very vintage ring. I think that it borders on antique. I think it does. I actually thought maybe it might be platinum when I got it. I searched, I tested, it is sterling, and it says something. What was it? It says OC or DC, and then a stamp that I can't read. I think that's I don't know, it could just be a D. The C looks a little weird. I can't make it out. It could just be symbols. Really hard to read. There's something else over here. The stamps are deep and old. Yeah, I have it. I just couldn't. I can't make that out. But I know by the style. And actually, this is moonstone. I knew by the style that this is very old. And that's a nice piece of moonstone. This is very old. I don't think this is very big. I don't think it's very small, but it's not very big. It's 6 1/4. And on this ring, 6 1/4. This is a very old ring. Very old ring. That's a cool one. But I'll do 15. If you got better eyes than me, you might be able to make this out. They're stamps, though. They're deep. So, but they are probably with good eyes or better equipment. You probably can read this. I thought it was DC or OC, but the C looks more like a symbol than it does a letter. There's another really deep stamp, but I can tell by the style of this ring that it's probably antique. If not, I know it's vintage. It might be antique. Most likely it is. That's my best guess. Thank you, Joanna. That's a really good buy on that ring. And if I don't go, my husband's going to divorce me. He's hungry. He's hungry, Jack. All right, so let's do some Fast and Furious. These are beautiful. There's more of that gorgeous freaking mother of pearl. I don't see any markings on this. These are clip-ons. These look like they're probably 3/4 of an inch. They're clip-ons. Absolutely gorgeous mother of pearl. I mean, I know they look like moonstone, don't they? These are fantastic. They are clipbacks. They're not wimpy. They're not wimpy at all. And both of them are equally beautiful. I wish you could see the pink I'm seeing with my naked eyes. It's like crazy color. Beautiful pinks and blues and greens. So I'm going to do these little earrings. I'm going to do these 10 as well. This is a completely open work ring. Just tell me which earrings you want. I have both are mother of pearl, but this is like a pinwheel. These are clipbacks. Tammy, you want the mother of pearl, I'm sure. This is a size 8. It's open work. It's just a scroll open work ring. All right, so just so we can break that up. I know these are yours, Tammy, don't worry. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to do this ring for 10. What size is this again? Size 8. It's completely open work is what this is. It's a pretty ring. There we go. Move out of the way. Nicely done. Let me bag and tag these for Tammy. Boop. Boop. I'll throw these in there for you too. The other mother of pearls. Why not? Why not? I don't want to put them back over here. These are so interesting. They are a rose. They're religious, okay? And down from the rose, it is a horseshoe, and it is the they don't call her the Virgin Mary. They call her something else. Not Magdalene. There's another name. South American. They call her something else over there. These are vintage. They have, what do they say? 925. I don't know if it's a stamp or a gouge. See if the other one has it. It does, but it's just the sterling. But they're interesting because they're a rose, and then they drop down to a horseshoe, and then they don't call this the Virgin and the Mother Mary. They call her something else. I don't remember. When I looked these up, I didn't find these, but I found her. The only people that had the horseshoe with her was South American, and they called her something else. And I don't remember now. But we're going to do the religious, and these have the little wire that catches on the back. So you can close it like that. So we're going to do the same thing with her. We're going to do 10 on these, which is a really good buy because they're, you don't find them. I didn't find these. I didn't find these at all. I found other pieces with this part, but not these earrings. I'm going to assume they're South American. Could have been Guadalupe. That sounds about right. I think Guadalupe. All right, this is a Brighton. I just want to get rid of it because I don't do Brighton. And of course, it's their stuff is silver plate. It's just got that little design on it. Same on the back. It's typical Brighton. It's got the big lobster claw here, and you've got the Brighton heart here, and then you've got the replica of this pendant hanging here. This one is 18 inches with a 2.5-inch extender. And so that last one we're going to pass. And I'm going to do the Brighton. I'm going to do a buy it now, $15. It's in perfect shape. But I'm assuming their stuff is plated. That's what I've heard. Oh, that has a heart on the lobster claw. That's pretty cool. It's pretty. I didn't rub it, but it has never tarnished. I've had it for a minute, and it has never tarnished on me. So, Brighton, if anybody changed your mind, let me know. These are really cute. They escaped us the other day. There's no ownership on these. These are probably 1 1/4 inch drop. These are These are tiger's eye. Definitely Mexican design. We're going to do these at 10 as well. So these are a good buy. These are little chunkers. Nice tiger's eye. Nice design. A little over an inch drop on those. Maybe close to 2. Really cool. Really nice. Let me do one at a time. You can see them better. Pretty tiger's eye. Pretty design. Decent weight. All right, got you, Loretta. Thank you, babe. And don't be offended. I call you babe or honey. It's a southern thing. Thank goodness I'm in Florida because no one bats an eye. I don't have anybody that's like trying to correct me or saying I'm hurting their feelings or mislabeling them. No, nobody bothers me. I'm just a crazy old southern lady. They leave me alone. It's like, she's probably armed. They'd be right. All right, we'll do this one. This to me looks like it was gold washed and it was so faded that what I did is I took this bright shiny pads and I stripped it back to all silver because it looks like crap being the gold wash is fine on the back. On the front, not so much. These look like they're probably lab sapphires, and that's because they are. Does this one have the little lab diamonds or no? No. I left the gold tone around the stones. There are no stones in the silver parts. Those are just bead work. They are typical. And again, it's not a Ross Simons. Can you believe I had all these and none of them were Ross Simons? So I took this back to silver because it looked like crap. I left the gold around the stones. But I took this part back to silver. The back still has the gold wash. I left it alone. This one, it has the locking pins. And crazy as it is, again, I didn't break it. Again, this doesn't say Ross Simons. It says D. Is it DD or DL? What do you say? It says 925. And inside a cartouche, it says D is in David, L is in love. I don't know. I didn't look it up. Again, these were kind of, some of them I knew, some of them, nope. So, again, I took this back to silver, left the gold wash around the stones. The back still has its gold wash. You can see, though, the gold wash was getting so worn. So, in this one, hey, well, good. All right, this one, because I stripped it down and there were no stones here, that's just metal work. I'm gonna watch this one go because it's really pretty. It's just, how many am I gonna have of these things? Isn't this like number 6 I had? Let me give you a measurement on this. Now, you gotta be careful because the way these are made, the way that pin pushes in, you have to consider that. Yeah, it's a 7.5. 15. 7.5. DL. It's pretty. It's one of those. All right, I'm gonna go feed my husband before he divorces me. Oh God, it's after 8. Yes, he's divorcing me. Okay, I'll probably do a recording and just do email in. No, because today's Thursday. I'll be back Saturday. So Miss Guadalupe is going to hear anybody that watches this on the replay. I do honor my start prices. Everything is as is, and I disclose everything as you guys see. I tell you everything about the pieces, but I do honor my start prices. If you contact me later, I think I'm going to keep these, and we'll do these little rings and stuff on Saturday. Thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate it so much. And if you want to make me offers or stuff like that, email me. You need certain type of pieces you're looking for, email me. Hey, Sylvia, this is really pretty. I can't tell if that's gold or silver color. I think it's both. So I will see you Saturday at 9 p.m. And thank you guys for being here. Let me go feed my husband before I'm a single woman. Good night, guys. Don't forget, be kind to yourselves and do a random act of kindness. Just open a door for someone. Say you like their dress. Smile at them. Just the little things can make someone's whole day. Can elevate their mood. Might save their life. You don't know. But be kind to yourselves more than anything else. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Bye.